Hi, hello, how's it, Padel muchos? In this video, we are doing things differently. While we watch this match between the ladies in our first all-ladies match, we will discuss our top 5 tips that can help you go from beginner to intermediate. In another first, this is also our first friendly on the Padel Mucho channel. If you stay till the end, we will also add an extra 2 bonus tips. Today, we are on the Lights by Linear Court 3 at Virgin Active Epicenter in Cape Town, South Africa. Let's quickly introduce the players. First, we have Crystal, and her partner is Danielle. Their opponents are Jessica, and representing Padel Mucho today is Haji. We want to thank everyone so much thus far for all your support. This video is an example of all the ideas we have yet to showcase. Please continue to watch, comment, like and share our content. Please give us the thumbs up on this video, subscribe and click on that bar icon now if you have not already.
Crystal is serving, and the first point showcases the quality of players we have on court. Everyone gets to touch the ball. We have blocks, volleys, lobs, backhands and forehands. The glass is being used well with decent court coverage.
Padel, when compared to many racket sports such as tennis, table tennis, squash, racketball and badminton, has probably the easiest entry point. Played in pairs, this means in theory, each player has less court to cover. The racket is not heavy and so hitting the ball is not too difficult of a task. The fence and glass helps to keep points alive even if a ball gets past you, and so the improvement curve is quick. Every time you get on that court, you have an opportunity to work on all aspects of your game, which again provides more satisfaction. The final part we want to mention now is for Padel we have digital platforms like Playtomic and Matchi. They allow you to book courts at clubs, find open matches, record scores and connect with other players.
Haji is now serving. Crystal returns well and gets into a cross-court exchange with Jessica. Crystal forces Jessica back and then comes forward to hit a drop volley. Great volley, Jessica. On game point, Crystal returns to Haji and she volleys to Danielle, and Haji holds serve after this power smash from Jessica.
Let's get on to our list. In no particular order, at number 1 we have left versus right side. In a partnership/team, who plays where? This is not as straightforward as it looks. And no, each player needs to pick a side, and if they decide for many reasons to later swap sides, this can only be done at the beginning of a new set. For 2 right-handed player combinations, who has the weaker backhand? Who has the stronger forehand? Who is fitter or faster? Who has the better defense? In general, and some might disagree with this, but the right side is for the more conservative player. The left is for the attacking, expansive players. Then for a left-right-handed combination, generally the lefty takes the right side and the right-handed player takes the left side. We saw this in one of the matches we uploaded recently that we will have linked to this video. In such a combination, the middle then has 2 forehands, which is a massive advantage in Padel. Picking the right side to play on in your player partnership combination will take you very fine playing a good match and also taking your Padel to the next level.
To provide deeper technical feedback, you would have seen in the previous service game from Danielle that Crystal was swapping sides at the net.
And now, in Jessica's service game, you will see that Haji does not switch sides at the net. Pairs can and do take it to the next level in many cases where the server will keep their side and the person at the net will stay on their side. This is called the Australian formation. Both the right and left side of the court is very different, and hence in many cases
Both players may not play well if they end up on the other side of the court, and so pairs in the Australian formation are working hard to keep each player on their own side and hence doing their best to amplify their strengths. In this rally, Crystal's rebound sadly hits the fence and Jessica holds.
At number 2, we have consistency. If you are always giving away easy, quick points and then having to play catch-up, it is really tough. Keeping the ball in play, building up your points and being patient can take you very close to the finish line. At the lower levels, many times it is the teams that make the most errors that lose, and the winning team were just more consistent. Getting more balls back and being harder to beat should be a big goal. It is also a great strategy to break down an opponent's enthusiasm because whatever they do is not working. Padel is a great example in most cases where if you put in the grind, you will reap your rewards.
Being consistent, though, starts from gaining experience and playing a good amount of paddle. Having previous ball sports experience does help too. Everyone plays a different style, hits the ball differently, courts too bounce differently, and even balls match to match are not the same either. To be consistent, you need to always get into the right positions to hit the ball, and then have some technique too. It is not a one-size-fits-all, and every player will hit the same ball differently. There are many different shot techniques in paddle, and so being able to hit those shots and face those shots is the final piece to improving one's consistency. Who do you think is the most consistent player here? Let us know in the comments.
Danielle and Crystal are working very hard to stay in this point, and they are also moving the ball well all over the court till their patience pays off. On game point though, Haji uses an angled volley to Danielle and then volleys into space to force the error.
Next up is something that is quite underrated. The only time any player has full control is when they are serving. At the start of every point, you serve, you decide how and where the ball goes. In Jessica's first service game, she was 30 love up in 20 seconds with 2 great first serves that were not returned. Being able to hold serve every time puts a lot of pressure on your opponents and also to a certain extent then gives you an advantage when you return next. Most beginner players level up straight away if they work on their serve and turn it into a weapon.
Nice overhead, Crystal. In Danielle's current service game, Haji and Jessica are returning well. Sadly, Crystal nets her smash. Now on break point, Jessica and Haji are pressing and attacking to take net. Crystal and Danielle are defending well. The ball is going left and right. Great blocks too. But Crystal tries a lob and Haji powers the smash to break. Jessica is now serving for the set and just overheads her overhead. And with this lovely volley block from Crystal, they go love 30 up. Through a couple errors though, Jessica stays in the game and hits this amazing rouleau. On set point, Jessica smashes a lob at Crystal and Crystal is unable to control it.
Well done to Jessica and Haji for taking the first set, but it's not over. Crystal and Danielle look like they have a lot more in their locker. Who will win this next set?
Crystal gets the second set going, and in the first point of the second set, it looked like the quality of play has only increased. Each player is being stretched and probing. Crystal makes the difference with a short angles volley to Jessica's fence. Going back to the serve, the fundamentals are a bit complicated. A good server will figure out what the opponent struggles with. It could be speed, spin, direction, or a combination of all of this. Hence, the server needs to have variety. A weak serve, on the other hand, allows the returner to attack. And linked to the point just made, a weak serve may also be a predictable one. Let us know in the comments if you think you have a good or bad Padel serve.
Are you ready for number 4? We believe fitness plays an important part in one's Padel success. Yes, you can play 60-minute matches, but generally in tough, tight competitive matches, that is not enough time, and so 90 minutes is preferred. 90 minutes is not a short court time. Jessica and Haji could run out of steam now or tire. If Crystal and Danielle have the supreme fitness and move them more around the court and win the important points, then not only will the match go to the third set, but they will also have the higher psychological advantage at the finish line. Being able to push till the last minute and not get gassed is a giant step to playing your best Padel.
You can, however, see in this match that all the ladies are not lacking fitness. None of them look as if they are slowing down or struggling to keep up with the pace of the play. Padel fitness is a bit different from other racket sports and will require some adjustments. Padel is also a great sport to find fitness or stay fit. In another grueling rally, Jessica hits down the line to force the error. They might already be 2-0 down, but Crystal and Danielle are still fighting. What a block by Crystal to Haji's feet, and they win this game.
At number 5, you cannot ignore what makes Padel Padel. Being able to use the glass is a massive benefit and essential skill for all players. For each player, they will find different aspects easy or take longer to get more comfortable. Turning the fence and the glass into an asset is critical to playing higher level Padel. It is something that may require time and lots of training, but it is totally achievable.
Nice volley, Jessica. Jessica goes on the attack, but Crystal knocks the ball past her. Well done! Look at how sweet the ladies are hitting this ball, and the shots they are executing is not easy. Crystal pushes Haji back, and Haji is defending well by hitting angles. Haji then takes net and bangs a smash. Jessica then follows suit and whacks it overhead to take the game.
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. We mentioned at the beginning that we will also give 2 extra tips. And without further ado, let's get into the first juicy bonus. In Padel, defense is one of the biggest parts of any match. Every shot needs to be respected, but it doesn't mean it will be a winner or force an error. Being able to hang and stay in points while finding a way to reset and then gain ascendancy is a constant battle. When in defensive mode, we have found staying low and prepping for every ball as if the next shot will be going your way does help. This does touch on other things we will mention in future videos, but when you are fighting to stay in points in matches, it's important not to rush, stay calm and try get a step ahead of your opponents. If they are pushing the net and looking to finish, try a high lob. Keep hitting to the same player and give the pressure back, or slow down play so you get time to keep the point alive. In defense, also referring back to the glass, advanced players will generally know from an opponent's shot how the ball will react off the glass and adjust opposingly with their movement. Preparation of the racket is also a key point in opening up your body correctly for the shot you will be playing. There is a fine balance between being flat-footed, doing your split steps, or pushing too early too.
Crystal overblocks Haji's smash. What a return, Crystal. Haji manages to get it back, but Crystal hits a brilliant short-angled volley. Danielle returns well too and moves to net, while Crystal pushes Jessica back, and then Danielle's smart play wins the point. On breakpoint, Haji almost deceives Crystal. The ball is staying in the middle, Jessica is overstretched and then volleys into the net.
And now, da-dum, let's talk about the divorce line. The middle of the court is a big danger zone for many pairs. Who's getting that ball? You put that ball in the middle and you get both players colliding and confused. This also helps to limit angles and opens up spaces down both wings.
With this error, Danielle holds.
The 5 main tips we have provided with the 2 bonuses should give beginners a very strong foundation in paddle. It is definitely the same in paddle, but like in any other sport, the more competitive and stronger you get, the more things will compound. As a player, being strong on both sides will totally benefit you. Being able to play both sides will also help you play better and assist you to be a better partner, but ultimately, in every set within the match, you need to pick a side. Sometimes you are strategically picking a side because your partner prefers the other side, but in a balanced competitive match, it would be best to play in a partnerships where both partners play on their best sides. We have already covered consistency in detail, but putting everything together, one can only be consistent if they have grasped the other aspects of paddle we are talking about in this video. Playing the percentages is something that comes up a lot in paddle too. If a player is playing cross-court, the ball has more distance to travel, and so there is more margin in shots. In championship paddle, players swap sides like they do in tennis, but in regular paddle this is not the case. Each player will get a chance to serve, and so every 4 games you will swap and potentially get a small break. This means you have less time to recover if the points and games are long. This is why fitness will go a long way. Opponents will pick up if a player tires and becomes slower on the court. Players also hit more errors too if the tank is running low.
This is a bit of an advanced insight. All players are different too, but when you serve, are you serving on the sides of both courts or are you standing just off center?
Serving from both ends of the courts opens up many gaps. You need to cover more court, your partner has more court to worry about too, and serving from so far also limits your angles. Especially serving down the middle. Even if you hit the target, the ball is going to your opponent and not away. Rebounds off the glass are also more significant, which gives your opponents more time and opportunity to return better. There are very few servers that do well with this. Serving from the center of the court though cuts down so many angles and provides less reaction time to your opponents.
Well done, Jessica and Haji, for taking the second set and winning the match. Thank you again to all the players. Please, if you haven't yet, like this video, send us your comments below if there are things you want us to cover or feel we have missed. If you have any questions or different opinions, subscribe to our channel and click on that bell. See you in the next. Vamos!